So, endgame surveys have zero impact on matchmaking. Embark lean toward giving PvE players more opportunity to enjoy the game due to the aggression from other people. Blueprints possibly being saved per expedition. Yes, we may be able to keep our blueprints going forward. Terminator robots in Arc Raiders. You know, if you shoot somebody, does it actually affect your aggression-based matchmaking? All of this is answered. I've got to admit, this is a good interview. For once, a good interview with pretty much a lot of the questions we want to know answered. Right, so PC Gamer, big ups to you. I'm the Arc Raider old timer. Let's get into it. So PC Gamer interviewed Virgil, Watkins, the design director, and Bence Pajor, the audio director of Arc Raiders, and they asked some pretty good questions. Let's get right into it. There's a lot here. A lot of myths are being busted. A lot of rumors and stuff that I said in my videos, I'll put the actual video up there, has been confirmed. One big thing, which we'll get to a bit later, is that their endgame surveys have no effect on matchmaking. I said that in my video where I said how to get into the PVE lobbies. I've never once touched a survey. I don't think it does anything. That's what I've said, and they've confirmed that. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit. There's a lot here that's going to annoy people, or people are going to enjoy. I don't know. I'm just reading the interview. This is what Embark are saying, so this is official. So the big one: aggression-based matchmaking. PC Gamer asked, "Did Embark regret going public about aggression-based matchmaking?" What's interesting here is that they asked a question, saying, and this is what I think people really want to know. They asked a question. I've seen people saying, well, if you're shot at, you should never even shoot back if you want to get into the safer end of the spectrum. But I feel like that's not the case. Virgil Watkins says, quote, "Yeah, it's not. It's not nearly that cut and dry. It's something we're continuing to tune, but we never really wanted to apply this mentality of it being a hard split of you either play this way or you do not play this way. The game needs that element of tension and risks from other players to be good." We'll stop it there. How many times have you guys heard me say that? Be honest. If you're in the group, Facebook group, or if you listen to my videos, how many times have you heard me say that? It's the truth. I hate getting ratted. I'm a loot goblin, so I probably hate it more than people who don't care about loot. Loot goblins means I'm all about the loot. Give me the loot. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm about. So when I get shot and ratted, especially at the last minute, I bloody hate it. But that's what the game is. I hate it in the moment, but I enjoy the excitement of knowing it can happen. And it's hard to explain how that feels unless you are experiencing it. So as I always say, you need that element of tension and risk. And that's exactly what Virgil says here. I completely agree. I'll carry on with his quote. "And of course, we acknowledge that people are having a lot of fun with these safer lobbies, but it's not prescriptive. We're never going to say, oh, because you play this way, you're only going to experience these types of people." All of this, I've said hundreds of times in the videos, but again, it just drums it in. People need to pay attention. There's no more rumors, no more, oh, does this do that? Oh, what about this? They're telling us here, but people just sticking their fingers in their ears going, no, I don't want to hear it. The system is not binary. He says there are no friendly or aggressive lobbies. It's quite a big, important quote, that. So one kill does not immediately put you in an aggressive lobby. It's a series of rounds and behavior, and shooting back in self-defense does not punish you. It's a series of rounds. As he says, it's not just one thing. It's built up over several rounds. Of course, when doing this, people are going to go, well, I still think it is. Even if the developers say, it's not. We made the game, it's not. People are still going to say, oh, I think it is. It's just the nature of people. And the end game surveys have zero impact on matchmaking. As I said in the video, they only go to the data team to measure sentiment. The surveys actually messed up their PvP sentiment data because people were answering, do you like PvP at all? Instead of, was that PvP experience good? Which is what I said. That's why I stopped answering it early on. I play with somebody quite regular who said, I do the surveys. And I said, I don't even touch them because I think people are interpreting these surveys wrong. And again, that's two things. We haven't even got to the second set of questions yet. Two things I'm confirmed right. They don't do what people think they do, the surveys. They've got nothing to do with matchmaking. Confirmed here by the design director. Right, okay, let's keep rocking. Okay, Care Bear lobbies and emergent gameplay. So PC Gamer asked, player numbers are massive, but how do you keep both the PvE friendly crowd and the PvP players happy? So they said in testing the game was hyper aggressive. That quote that I read at the beginning. Players never worked together. So the peaceful community actually surprised Embark. The emergence of Care Bear lobbies, quote, encourages us to lean more forward into giving opportunities for friendly interactions, end quote. PvP players need to be given fair tools for player versus player combat, and that work is ongoing. And the game has never asked you to fight other players. I mean, they say that, but there are achievements for it. So it doesn't ask you, but it does kind of reward you, really, doesn't it? All right, you lovely Arc Raider crew, quick old timer ad break before we jump back into it. If you want to support the channel and join the Arc Raiders old timer crew, check out the Patreon. Patrons get access to exclusive merch. We're talking nice mugs, funky t-shirts, trinkets, shout outs at the start of videos, chances to hop on a stream with me. We'll go bonkers together. Patreon not your ting? No problem, brother. You can make a one-time contribution for whatever you think my content is worth by buying me a burger. Links in the description. It's worth nothing, you want. Oh, come on, that's not very nice, is it? While we're here, check out arctrader.com. Trader spelled TRAIDER.com. It is the official partner with Arc Raider Old Timer. It's your one-stop shop for everything. Arc Raiders, you know what I'm saying? Make safe trades. Use the player reporting system with video evidence. Browse the full item database. Track loot spots, quests, community notes, a full bounty system. Put a hit out on man them, you know what I'm saying? Everything in one website instead of hunting all over the internet like an absolute lunatic. So support me via the Patreon, links in the description. Buy me a burger if you want to. If you don't want to, it's cool. And check out arctrader.com, the official sponsor. Okay, deep breath. Let's get back into it. Okay, expeditions and blueprints. How long can the expedition loop of earning and re-earning blueprints stay interesting? Says PC Gamer. Will there be major changes to the system? Would Embark consider a safe pocket, letting players carry a couple of blueprints across expeditions? Here's what Watkins said. Expeditions were always, quote, a bit of an experiment, end quote. So they didn't want to force resets on everybody, and the original 5 million coin threshold was calibrated around average player economy, and it's still overshot. Expedition 2, of course, reduced the cost, but, you know, more meaningful changes to the loop, they're coming. So they want to tie more game loops into expeditions, not just make it about currency. Skill points won't be part of the expedition system forever. Skill tree revamps are likely coming, he said, and the safe pocket blue idea was discussed before launch, and quote, it's not off the table. So I always thought, I always heard that rumor that there was going to be like literally a safe and you could put 3 blueprints in and take them with you. At the moment, it's not really a massive issue because a lot of us are buying a second copy of the game on a different system, like me, I'll be honest. And what I want to keep, I'll just give to the other account. It's a bit of a pain in the rear end transferring it until you get your augments sorted out, but it can be done depending on if you want to do it. But I kind of enjoy starting again fresh, and all I do is take over just a few blueprints. I don't take over everything, just a few blueprints like an El Toro, the anvil. That's pretty much it, really. Maybe a tagging grenade blueprint, you know, the ones that I really like, and the rest I go out and find. So it's not to me, it's not the end of the world if we can't take over the blueprints, but I understand people want it. And the most important thing is they're saying here it's not off the table. We might consider it. So PC Gamer also asked them about running a live service and what they've learned from that. You can read more about that in the actual interview. They also talk about boss encounters and events. People are saying that the matriarch and queen are being killed in 5 minutes. So boss encounters and events, and the loot is gone instantly. What's changing? They also say locked gate in hidden bunker, incentivized camping, the entrance rather than completing objectives, any tweaks planned. And they also ask that, well, they say these enormous walking arcs on the horizon, are we going to get a map that is one of them? So here's what Watkins said. The matriarch and queen are not bosses internally. Embark calls them encounters. Boss sets expectations they're not built to meet. The player base outgeared them faster than expected. So these encounters are not really designed for a full server to attack, is what they're saying. They're meant for a couple of dedicated squads while also dealing with other raiders. So Embark is evaluating tuning the encounters, but it's a balance. You don't want to punish the smart player who snags scraps and then sneaks off. With regards to the hidden bunker, stacking deadly enemies near the entrance was meant to mitigate camping. High-end players now clear arcs so fast it doesn't really work. and these existing map conditions need revision. So Embark has live data, and they're going to have a look at it. New weapons. PC Gamer said, what's the cadence for new weapons and what archetypes are missing? Watkins said, no set cadence confirmed. They're striving to include something with each update drop. The goal is for new weapons to feel cohesive with the update, and it's tied to how you obtain them and what's useful in that situation. So the short answer is weapons will come with each update, tied to the theme. With regards to the Arc learning, there's been many videos about, are the Arc learning, are they getting better? PC Gamer said, players believe the Arc are genuinely learning. Leapers getting into tighter spaces, ticks banding together. Is machine learning behind this? Watkins says, flat denial, none whatsoever. Machine learning is only used to teach Arc how to walk and navigate the environment. Behaviours, attacks and enemy patterns are all authored by Embark's AI designers and engineers. Quote, that's just the way we author them. So that's a massive myth busted, really. The community generally believes the Arcs are evolving. There's a few things here, because the Pops never used to jump before and Hornets never used to fly inside the window, right? But he's saying that they've actually designed them to do that. It's not something they've naturally developed through machine learning. It's not something they've learned themselves. It's been designed for them. So they are evolving, but Embark are telling them to do it, so to speak. No Humanoid Arc or no Terminators. A little bit of a shame that. I have mentioned that as being something that I've wanted in a video that I've done quite a while ago now, about things that I'd like to see in Arc Raiders. None of the Arc are humanoid. PC Gamers say, is that an eternal design rule, no Terminators? Watkins said yes. At present, keeping the humanoid silhouette exclusively for players is important. If an enemy looks like a player, you become far more critical of how it moves and behaves. It falls apart aesthetically. Humanoid robots have also been done to death in gaming. Non-humanoid Arc give far more interesting gameplay and design freedom, purpose-built platforms. He didn't rule it out entirely, he just said at present. They then go on to talk about the audio design, which is something I really enjoy in Arc Raiders. The sounds, even the sounds of opening drawers and going through the loot. So check that out. I'll allow you guys to click the link in the description and read about that, just so we don't stretch this video on too long. But they do talk about the audio design and the sounds. It's interesting because he goes on to talk about how the Arc sounds are animal-like, but they don't want them to be too animal-like because they are essentially giant robots. It's a really good interview. So that's the basics covered as quickly as I can, as compressed as I can. The most interesting things in that for me are shooting at other people does not affect your matchmaking. And of course, doing the survey does not affect your matchmaking. No Terminators are coming, and the possibility of blueprints. It's a good interview. Check it out. Of course, I want to know your thoughts. What's your biggest reaction from the interview in the comments? What surprised you the most? And did any of this change how you think about aggression-based matchmaking, or when you face the queens or the matriarchs? Again, link to the full PC Gamer interview in the description. I'd give it a read. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed this midweek video, another one. I'm doing them daily at the moment. There's a lot of Arc Raider news that's dropping. Dropped one the other day about Patrick Soderlund and his big promotion and what that means for Arc Raiders. Check that video out. I'll put a link up there. I'm doing... It feels like near daily Arc Raider content at the moment. 100% Arc Raider channel. If you are enjoying it, if you appreciate it, if you want to see me keep going, please click the like, because it does help. Just an old boy out here trying to do videos, having a lot of fun, and I love doing it. So thank you for letting me live my little YouTube dream. Please check out the Patreon. Get yourself a t-shirt, mug with the Arc Raider old timer branding. It's all cool. It's all fun. Buy me a burger, whatever you feel this content is worth, or my content overall is worth. If you want to support, you can join the channel, become a channel member. Lots of things you could do. Shout out to all the OTC. I'm going to put you guys up on the screen now. There they are. There is the OTC crew. I really appreciate you. And yes, I just want to say I appreciate this interview. It's a good interview. I still have that dream, of course, of perhaps one day, who knows, in a fantasy world, that I can get a hold of a member of Embark myself and ask the questions at a 100% Arc Raider channel, and somebody who runs a full Arc Raider community on Discord and Facebook, the questions that we really want to know. But this was a good interview compared to some of the ones that I've heard. So yes. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Again, click the like button, get this video out there, help the OTC community grow. Massive thanks to all of you. Right. Be easy, will ya? Behave yourself. See you later.